Cancer, welcome to Majesticas Tarot. And if you've been here before, welcome back. These are going to be messages July 13th through the 17th. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And if it doesn't resonate, because not all Cancer is doing the same thing, you can check your other placements. So, if it does resonate, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Roles can be reversed and time is fluid. So let's get started. Spirit guides, ancestors, tell me what's going on with Cancer and their situation. What can we help Cancer with the 13th through the 17th? You're very closed off. You have your boundaries up because your heart has been broken. You have totally cut somebody out of your life here, and you didn't do it quietly. They lied and deceived you, possibly deception. There could be a third party here, but we'll clarify and find out. This person could have stole from you financially. You may not even know it. Okay, I'm getting they could have stole from you financially. You may not even know it, but then they handed you the money and was like, here, take care of this. I got you, and wanted to relieve some kind of burden that was bothering you. That's very odd energy. I'm just saying. Overall energy, you have really nothing to say to this person. Spirit guides, ancestors, tell me about this other energy. This person could have acted like they had all this money, or they were very well invested into stocks or profitable entrepreneurship, and you possibly could have believed them, thought that they were going to help you. Spirit, tell me about Cancer's other energy, please. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person was very in and out of your life. Back and forth, back and forth. Could be dealing with a Gemini again. They would just come in and be like, they wouldn't know any other way to like get into your energy. So they just agreed with whatever you said, basically. Yes, I know I've been gone for 2 days. Yes, I know I didn't answer my phone tonight. Yes, I know they're not consistent at all. And then when you point it out to them, they're just like, you're right. I should have done this. I should have done that. But they're just telling you what you want to hear because they don't have an answer that's going to please you. So they tell you what you want to hear. Tell me more. Could be dealing with a Pisces. This person wants to come in and apologize, but they have secrets here. They have a hidden agenda. Could be dealing with a Virgo. They're going to act like they're holier than now, but they're not. Bottom of the deck is the Justice in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Libra. Wow, this energy is draining. Let's clarify. Spirit guides, ancestors, tell me about Gemini's Three of Swords and boundaries are up. Yeah, you realize this person was not who they said they were when they came in. There's a lot of groups and people that see through this person here. They stressed you out. Lots of anxiety, sleepless nights. So much you feel like you fumbled yourself. That's why you have boundaries up here. They made you feel like you were out of character. Tell me about the King of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. So they would mislead you. Like, so you wouldn't figure things out. They would like misdirect you. Like, if they felt like you were getting close to an issue, or like you were getting close to solving a mystery about them, they would redirect you somewhere else. Do you understand? The only example I can think of right now. So somebody knew I read tarot, right? Well, they were lying to me about some things, and they were always supportive in the tarot for me. And I hate to bring this up, but I'm sorry. They were always supportive of the tarot, right? But when they didn't want me to catch them in lies, they were like, "Oh, I don't believe in the tarot anymore. I don't believe in that anymore." And it just came out of nowhere. So do you see the misdirecting? That's what I mean. So if you can think of anything, like they were misdirecting you because they felt defeated in the answer. Tell me about the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So whether they stole your money or your dignity or your integrity, the reason they did it is because they knew that you would not give them what they wanted, or you would question why, because you want to know what it's going towards. Because of what has happened in the past, you would ask them what it's going towards, or you were very conflicted on what it was going towards. So you wanted to see if the answer would change. So they didn't even want to give you any of that. They were just going to take it from you some ways, somehow. Like maybe say, "Hey, can I get some money for this?" But they're putting it towards something else. Spirit guides, ancestors, tell me about their energy with the Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse. This person couldn't love anybody. They couldn't align with anybody because they didn't love themselves. They had been hurt in the past, and they looked for other relationships to heal them from their past relationships. So it's kind of like they were going into relationships unhealed, looking for salvation, looking for happiness, because they didn't have happiness within themselves. They never had a new beginning and a new relationship because they were carrying the same baggage that they were carrying from the last relationship, the relationship before that, the relationship before that, the relationship before that. Really, tell me about the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they would act all stable and they, oh yeah, there's an opportunity to do this. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. And just agreed with whatever you said just to please you because it brought them more new opportunity. And they didn't have to work as hard when they agreed with you. They didn't have to work on this collaboration when they would agree to you. This person would always think that you would be there. That's why they agreed a lot with you because they wanted to make sure that you would always be there. Tell me about the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Hermit. This person, Page of Cups, immature energy, has lack of discipline. They always have a hidden agenda with this Knight of Wands. And they're always looking for new opportunities. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. They're always looking for somebody they can align with on a surface level, not any deeper than that. They can't go deep within themselves, let alone with somebody else. When they're in a surface level connection, everybody sees it. They want to make sure it's put out there. Spirit, if any, what is this person's next plan of action towards Cancer? They want to talk to you. They don't care if they have to fight with you, but they're needing something. Yep. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They need help. They need financial help here. There is also competition here that you might not know about. They have blind faith here. Kind of like love is blind, so is their faith. Spirit, tell me about this Ace of Swords. They want to tell you the truth about something, but it will not be the whole truth. It is about a third party here. That they walked away from them. Why? Because they knew there was no opportunity here. Why was that? Why was there no opportunity? There was some kind of blockage. What was the blockage? Hold on, Cancer.